What up, bosses? Your man MBR with another installment of your best plays. On to episode 6 now. Big hype, have something special planned for our Big 10. Don't forget, if you think you can top the guys in this video, leave me your in-game ID and replay name below. I can't do it without you. Also, a quick reminder, I will be casting in Q3 of the Battlerite 2v2 Play Tourney Tournament. It's Friday, 7 PM at Twitch TV/Mr. Big Russ. There's $250 up for grabs for both EU and NA. You can register for the tournament for free in the link below. Can't make this week, Q4 will take place on Friday the 28th of October. That clip we just watched over then was the Deadly Croak from last week who made that 3v1 look easy, landing not one but two deadly venom wins, then hogging that topside wall to juke out Tails' companion. All in all, a very nice clip. Moving on to our first clip today, coming at number 5, it's going to be the Deadly Jade, who's going to watch in horror as a friendly Taya is torn apart by Eva's machine gun. With her foes smelling blood, they both dash on top of her, but with a nice spell block onto Asgard, she's able to vault out the immediate danger, but does lose out to middle orb in the process. As she starts rotating bot side, she's able to pick up both energy orbs, but takes a mouthful of lead from Eva's machine gun, dropping to just 20 health. She then takes not one but two projectiles to the butt, but still able to pick up both the green health orbs once again, as her foes make the mistake of standing on top of her as she lands a deadly snipe and then unleashes explosive shells onto Eva. GG. Taking our 4th spot today, we have Taya getting chased down by the scary Shifu and Rook. As Rook lands a nice armor raid, she looks to be in trouble, but with a nice wind bomb and X-Strike combo followed with wind strike and haste, she's able to create some distance between her foes. Picking up both energy orbs and her boomerang hitting both of them, she has enough energy to call in her furry companion, unleashing some deadly strikes on the Shifu to leave us in a 1v1. Rook then lands two big tremor blows onto her as sudden death is closing in on them. Catching Rook in her wind bomb only for it to throw him out of harm from the incoming boomerang. He then displaces her with his boulder toss only for her to counter nicely with wind strike, leaving Rook with no other choice but to land his charge. Not today, sunshine. Only seems right our 3rd spot is taken by a 3v3, while in this case a 2v3 as Paloma and Asgard battle it out. Paloma releases Ancestral Spirit onto Lucy as she's able to shield the damage. Asgard strikes with Infernal Scorch, taking them down a peg. Things start getting hectic with middle orb spawn and we see Croak appear out of the shadows to land some deadly blows onto Paloma, only for her to enter the stealth round herself, with a well-timed run and win we are left in a 1v2. With red side getting the orb, the enemy Asgard just falls short with his Infernal Scorch as our friendly one is caught on the bottom side with the arena closing in. Munching on a mouthful of daggers from Croak, he's reduced to just 7 health. Croak then misses his lunge, allowing him to leap out of danger and chuck out one fireball onto the enemy Asgard, knocking Croak back with Molten Fist, only for him to then walk into his Flame Strike, somehow pulling this 2v1 off. In at 2nd place today, we have the Ocean Sage Pearl in all kinds of trouble as she's taking enormous damage from the Jade and Croak. Back into the corner, she has no way out until both her foes think this is the end, only for Jaws to ruin their party. Giving Pearl some much needed breathing room to start healing herself up. With Croak left in some serious pain, I speed up the footage, returning with sudden death closing in quickly. Jade unloads with explosive shells and Croak inflicts his toxin, but she's still standing using her dive to avoid the incoming venom wind, only to pop back up and take a big snipe to the face, dropping to just 13 health. She's then able to finish off Croak thanks to her counter ability, firing out a tidal wave, leaving Jade with no chance. I'm still scratching my head to understand how Pearl is still alive. We've made it, bosses, to that all-important number 1 slot. Today's victor is going to be my man, Rook, starting the clip off, losing the middle orb as Croak lands some deadly blows on him. Wasting his counter and charge, things aren't looking great as he's petrified once again, allowing for the red side to reposition for their next attack. But with a well-timed berserk, avoids the incoming stun and damage, landing a stun on both of them himself, squashing Sirius with a big boulder toss. Croak strikes back with Wind and Wind, only for Rook to charge out of harm and pick up both health orbs, only to taste Wind and Wind again in a matter of seconds, this time countering the Venom tick with his berserk. Middle orb just spawned, Rook's able to secure it, also breaking Croak's armor in the process, but uses it as a chance to retreat and reposition himself for a big charge, only for Croak to sneak away into the shadows, sudden death closing in, only to reappear and be knocked straight out of the park and finally squashed like his buddy earlier. GG. Some of you bosses have been asking for bonus clips at the end of the top 5, so here is one of myself as Shifu. If you want to see more of these at the end, let me know below and send me in any fun plays or mistakes if you want them featured. Once again, I will be streaming this Friday and the following Friday at Twitch TV/Mr. Big Russ for the Play Tourney 2v2 tournament, which has got $250 up the grabs for EU and NA. You can register free below. Peace. Timbers! Oh, he's got a bit shape. Oh man. Oh baby, that's what I'm talking about. My Q-star, I'm pretty sure I died really.